Hey, this is Isaac.
This is Taryn.
And we are True Masters and Morons, playing Pokemon Shield, the Crown Tundra, otherwise known as...
the Great Water Plateau. And we're gonna, last time we met a big brain rabbit, and now we're gonna ask everybody if they've forgotten the rabbit.
King of Bountiful Harvests? I used to believe it was real, you know. I was told that if I made mischief in the fields, the king would steal my body away.
The Pokemon King? Oh, sure, my granny used to tell me stories about it all the time when I was a kid. An old fairy tale, that. Well, you know, he's lucky, though, because we're talking to a town full of only old people, so if anyone's going to remember, it's going to be them.
Right.
Oh, dear, I'm sorry. I'm rather busy doing nothing. I was like, what is so funny? And then I read the rest of the sentence. I'm rather busy doing nothing right now. Bye.
I just love the idea of that granny being like, yes, screw off, I'm doing nothing. Leave me alone.
But you're doing nothing. Yes, and I'm in the middle of it right now. Come back later.
Bugger off.
I've never seen a Pokemon like Foofy.
Oh, this is just Foofy. Okay.
She only thinks of Foofy.
Only thinks of Foofy.
There are no thoughts of the big brain rabbit.
How about you? No?
Welcome to Freezington. So the Crown Tundra is evidently favored.
Yes, give me. I will happily
carrots.
take carrot seeds. Oh, you're quite enthusiastic about these carrot seeds. I must admit these seeds are rather valuable here. How about a trade? You bring me 8 pieces of Dynite ore, and I'll give you the seed. You
Life is all about quid pro quo. Oh, whatever that phrase was. Why are you offering seeds to people and then immediately not offering them seeds?
Right? Take it. Take it away. Go.
Yeah, why don't you have some seeds? Although, now that I think about it, these seeds are pretty valuable. You know what we're going to have to trade for? It's like, what sort of chicanery is this?
Now we can bury the ore in our fields and make our crops huge?
Wait, what?
I don't think that'll work, homie.
I have questions.
Carrot seeds. Seeds to plant in a field. The kind of carrot you'll get is determined by which field you plant the seeds in.
Oh, not by the seeds themselves. Okay.
Don't go planting those seeds I gave you willy-nilly in the village's fields now. These fields are for our own crops.
That we're not growing, so you're totally going to use them.
There we go.
The King of Bountiful Harvests. Well, if it exists, why doesn't it heal the land around here so we can grow crops? For a change. Just like my voice. Because I don't remember who voiced him last time, but I know it wasn't that voice.
I think it was you and it wasn't me. Do I remember the King of Bountiful Harvest? Why, of course I do. It's only the main tourist attraction of our lovely Freezington, after all. I imagine we would see more visitors if only the king were real. You've asked the people of Freezington about the King of Bountiful Harvests. Time to report back to Calyrex.
Hey, Calyrex, maybe if you showed up every once in a while, they would know you're real. Just a thought.
Well, he did specifically say...
I need their faith in me to grant me power. Then, I don't know, make that easier.
He did say utility umbrella.
An item to be held by a Pokemon, the sturdy umbrella protects the holder from the effects of rain and harsh sunlight.
Not hail, just rain.
Does Batman... Did we just get Batman's umbrella?
We just got Batman's umbrella.
I have my utility umbrella. I designed this when I had to go
yeah.
undercover as Mary Poppins one time.
But yeah, he did specifically say that he showed himself to people and they got scared.
I guess that's true, but theoretically it's because he was saying they got scared because they thought it was a legend come to life or whatever. So, blunder policy?
Raises speed sharply when a Pokemon misses with a move because of accuracy.
But theoretically, it's because that means he wasn't showing himself very often, so they forgot about him. Like, oh, this is creature out of legend.
Yeah.
As opposed to just, hey, he's just hanging there, being his translator. That's awesome.
Ah, human child, I trust you were able to speak to the villagers. So, how was it? Did they say anything about me? They did, but... It is as I expected. Nobody truly believes that I am real. It seems the people of this land have indeed forgotten the bond they once shared with me. Oh no, of course I'm not grieving. Certainly seems like you're grieving, homie. I am the king of
Bountiful... I'm not sad, you are! Spraying water in my face. Just have some dirt in my eye.
I am the king of bountiful harvests, after all. I know better than to count on humans to remember me. Wow.
No, I'm not mad. You're mad, fucker.
This proves beyond doubt that I cannot simply rely on human faith if I want my powers to return. If only my loyal steed were to return to me, I would regain something of what I've lost.
Emphasis on Steed, air quotes on loyal.
Is that a Pokemon? Yes, the four-legged Pokemon that I used to ride all across the land, even though I can fly. The very same Pokemon that my statue in the village shows me riding. Alas, though in ancient times we spent many days together, dashing through the valleys and over the mountains of this land and through the snow.
Through the snow. To grandmother's house we went.
My power waned, and I was forced to part ways with it. Now I know not where it may be. Even if we should succeed in locating my loyal steed, I have my doubts as to whether it has remained, well, loyal. I have lost so much power. Perhaps the villagers know something about my currently not so loyal steed. I would be in your debt if you could speak to the head of the village on my behalf. If you are able to find any information at all, I ask that you let me know. Goodbye.
Oh, even gave him his hat back. Well, that was nice.
My throat feels funny. It hasn't been scratchy.
Huh? Chief? With a massive noggin? Right, no, it's normal. I must have fallen asleep where I stood. In the snow, where it's cold. Sorry about that, Chief. Still, I feel strange, almost as if some creature reached into my mind and left me suspended in the air for 20 minutes or something. Like my body is not quite my own. Guess I'll head back to base and get some rest. Besides, it's freezing out here.
Is it just me, or is that floating Pokemon weird? Yeah. Oh, yeah, see? She totally agrees.
You said it, man.
Why
Glow
does it
once for yes, twice for no. No. Glow green for yes, yellow for no. Loyal Steed, loyal... Oh, that was your voice, sorry.
You're fine. You know, that reminds me, I know a lawyer named Steve in Motorstoke.
Oh my.
Oh, it's like talking to old people who have not talked to people in a while. It's like, no, I don't know the answer to your thing, but your thing slightly resembles this thing. You want to talk to me? Please keep talking to me. I wonder what Lawyer Steve is up to these days.
Lawyer Steve is dead. The king's loyal steed? I was told it had a wondrous fur coat. That was as white as untouched snow, which we never see around here. All the snow's blue for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about. I heard that the king's loyal steed had a beautiful fur coat that was as dark as night.
Yes, Nintendo.
Closer to the blue that we're familiar with.
Yes, Nintendo, make the white old lady say that it had a fur coat of white, and make the black old lady say that it has a dark coat of dark.
Is the thing behind them like another version of that legendary in the house?
No. That's just that's a bird. It's a normal bird.
Okay.
You know, you want to know about the loyal steed of the king of the bountiful harvest? Well, I've been told it was once a belligerent, that's that word.
Yep.
Ruffian that would ruin all of our harvests. Doesn't sound like something I'd get along with.
The king's loyal steed is said to have had a favorite food. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. I do know it wasn't nectar, but that's all I can say. The man knows a lot more about the old legends like that. She startles me. She's just there waiting off screen. You know those games where you have a follower and they will literally not move until you take the screen off of them?
Yeah.
And then are immediately like appear behind you? The mayor's not home at the moment. He went to have a look at the fields in the giant's bed. You can go look for him if you're in a hurry. The fields in the giant's bed are to the southeast of the village. Go through the frost-prone field and just keep going to the left.
To the left, to the left. Everything in all of the giant's fields are in a field to the left.
To the left. Every field you want is on the left.
Only in the fields, the giant's bed. Okay.
Yeah.
To the field. And to my cold, cold ankles.
No. You just gotta lightening up. Vroom, vroom. See, now you stay warm. I kind of feel like I should apologize for swapping over all the voices for the old people, but I was not paying attention at all to what I was doing. So it's like, this is your old voice now. This is your old voice now. This is your old voice now. Snorlax.
Hey, what up, old man?
Oh, man.
Alas, this field is no good either. The soil is barren. No crop could possibly grow here, except for those plants that are currently growing there.
There's weeds here. No plant could possibly grow. Couldn't just clean it out and tend it at all.
What?
Said couldn't just clear out the plants, maybe mulch them a bit. No, you don't want to do that. They'll grow back as weed-like. But, do something and just prune it. No.
Perhaps the land of the crown, the lands of the crown tundra truly are beyond hope.
A child!
A child. No.
A child.
What's this? Oh, our dear visitor, what brings you here? You want to learn about the loyal steed of the king of bountiful harvests? I'll tell you if I let me put you to work doing my stuff I don't want to do.
But you know what? We're also saying king of bountiful harvests a lot. From now on, we're just going to call it the KBH. Does that sound cool? That's hip, right? You children like hip things.
Well,
Acronyms
this is
are
hard.
hip.
This is hard. I broke a hip.
Walking all out here by my lonesome. Did you see all the Pokemon I passed by? Some of those things are freaking pterodactyls. They'll eat you.
I walked by a Snorlax. He sneezed and his belly hit me in the hip. And I went across the room.
It was enough to flood him.
Well, this is hardly the place for storytelling. Come to my home in Freezington. It's better to have a nice chat and warmth, after all. Please visit me whenever you're ready. I'll be waiting.
You old bastard. You old bastard.
You are an absolute dick.
Is she glowing?
She always glows.
Like the whole body, though?
No.
Oh.
The lighting's a little weird, but...
Considering... Oh.
There's something written on this old pedestal. Do you want to read it? Yes. January 2nd. Before long, the ruffian had bent its knees to the king and become its loyal steed. Our people's faith in the king grew firm and unwavering. Our ancestors built a temple around the sacred sapling. Oh, I did not mean to hit a button. Sapling atop a tall mountain to give the king a worthy home. Moreover, they crafted a set of reins to let the king command its proud steed with ease.
Well, I guess what?
Hello, Dewpider. Nope, bad Dewpider.
That's its face?
Yep.
I thought that was its abdomen.
Nope, that is an underwater spider Pokemon.
Cool.
Can I get through here without hitting anything? Ooh. Aha!
Just barely. A piece of charcoal.
Charcoal, an item to be helped your Pokemon. It's combustive fueled and boosts the power of fire-type moves.
Really? I finally have a item that boosts fire-type moves? Not that I need it, because the helmet that she has that does damage to things that hurt her is way better.
It's kind of great, yeah.
Have you seen what happened to the statue of the King of Bountiful Harvest? Its head has become massive. You say that's the way the king's supposed to look?
Yeah, did you look at the shirt you gave me?
Right.
That's what it says on the shirt.
Now that you mention it, it does resemble the design on our town's souvenir shirts. But you speak as if you've seen the king with your own two eyes. That statue's been broken since I was a child. I did see them. Oh, of course, you wanted to learn...
One might even say I saw him with 3 eyes.
I saw him with 4 eyes. Well, no, I did see him with 3 eyes. And then the third eye kind of fell asleep. Oh, of course, you wanted to learn about the loyal steed of the King of Bountiful Harvest. Well, I don't know why you'd be interested in such things, but come, then follow me. An old book I read long ago said that the king's loyal steed was particularly fond of a certain special vegetable. But my memory isn't what it used to be. I can't recall what exactly the steed so desired. I think it's best you search that bookshelf over there if you want to find out any more.
You know what, since you're making me search for it instead, I just want you to know every one of these books is landing on the floor. Every single one of them. Carrot!
See? Oh, it's telling me.
Carrot?
See? It knows. It likes carrots.
Oh. it's spelled a lot. It's about as close to carrot as it is to like carrots with a K.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Anyway, there are all kinds of books about the Crown Tundra.
There are all kinds of books on the Crown Tundra. Which book would you like to read? This one.
The horse Pokemon gave over its power to serve the king and carried hither and thither. The two even became one for a time, combining their strength to create a forest in a single night. This proud steed had been a wild thing once, ravaging the village crops and causing much woe, but the king, in all his greatness, brought this fierce creature to heel and secured his loyalty. And for each among us who claims the steed's hide was black as the midnight gloom in which ghosts appear, there is another who claims it was white as a block of solid ice. None alive can now say which is the truth. Would you like to know more?
I guess this one.
While carrots can be grown in the Crown Tundra, they have rather unusual growth habits. When grown beneath the heaped snow, these hardy roots tend to develop into ice root carrots. When grown in tracts close to where many souls are laid to rest, shade root carrots will be your crop. Essence of the dead. Shade root carrots are a favorite treat for many ghost-type Pokemon, while ice-type Pokemon seem to delight in eating ice root carrots. Ah, according to old fairy tales, the steed that the King of Bountiful Harvest rode upon loved both of these varieties, or perhaps one or the other. Records seem to contradict one another, with some stories speaking of a white steed delighting in ice root carrots and others mentioning a black steed devouring shade root carrots. Would you like to know more? I would assume then that that is shield and sword based.
No.
Oh no.
It is wherever you plant the carrots.
That's what pops
That's
up.
what grows. Yep.
Do you want so do you want a ghost or an ice?
I already know which one I'm doing.
You must now plant carrots.
I must now plant carrots.
And hopefully your brain rabbit will make them magically grow. How does no one see this guy? You're across the town, you see him, and he's just like, "What's up?" Nobody knows I exist.
He sent me a mental message. He's like, "Hey."
Oh, there you go. You feel a nudge in your brain tissue. Ah, don't do that. Don't ever do that again.
Especially not by saying nudge in your brain tissue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it wasn't a telepathic hello. It was a telekinetic nudge.
Oh.
Yo. Oh, hello there, Chief. I had a feeling someone called me. Was it you?
See, I told you. He totally did the mental nudge.
I feel like my left temporal lobe is going to be bruised in the morning. I'm not sure why. Huh? Oh.
Human child, were you able to find something about my loyal steed?
Yes!
You say you found out about something that my loyal steed could not resist. It has been so long since we rode together that I had completely forgotten. With this information, we may be able to lure my loyal steed to me yet. So tell me, what is it that my loyal steed would find so irresistible?
Carrots!
Oh, carrots, you say? Yes, I remember now. Even back when we were together, it would leap at any chance to eat some kind of crop. It took everything I had to restrain it. Looking back, the crop must have been carrots. I am in your debt, human child.
You would think as a rabbit I too might have an interest, but no. I am beyond such things.
What we must
Look
do
at me.
now is clear. If we are able to find carrots somewhere, it should be but a trifle to lure my loyal steed back to me. I wonder, do the humans of the village grow any carrots?
Yes.
If we could obtain even a single seed, I could grow a carrot from it myself.
Behold, a package of seeds.
By the stars! Just because that is the most dramatic eye I've ever seen.
What?
You say that you have carrot seeds? That strange bag contains the seeds of carrots? You humans never stop adapting and evolving. I am constantly amazed by your ingenuity.
But not your memory.
And yet, the fields of the village simply won't do. They're not suited for growing carrots. If we could find rich soil, I could use my powers to grow the crops we need. Now, where might we find soil suited for growing these crops in this tundra of mine?
Since it's yours, I would hope you would know. Oh, you're going to show us, I see. Mental scannage.
That's going to be the ice carrots.
No, the graveyard is ghost carrots.
I see. That's not a graveyard. I see 2 spots that might suit our needs. One is a field covered in pristine snow. See, that's the graveyard.
Right. I thought the boulder on the far side was a grave.
Another spot is a field by gravestones where those who moved on were laid to rest.
So they could never move again.
Either of those locations should allow me to use my powers and grow the carrots we need. Please, I ask that you choose a field and plant those seeds. Goodbye.
Huh? What in the... I seem to be getting in the habit of falling asleep outside. I guess this just goes to show that holding down the fort isn't all that easy. You take care of yourself, Chief. Don't overdo it. Mia! I'm waiting for you, Mia!
You marked the 2 fields Calyrex told you about on your town map. You jotted down the current status of legendary clue number 1. Upon hearing that I was able to find carrot seeds, Calyrex told me about 2 fields where I can grow these carrots. I need to pick either the field covered in snow or the field by the graves and plant the seeds. Nanny!
Ah, the child.
Nanny, stop doing nothing!
Oh.
Sing that song about the King Steed Pokemon.
Oh, of course, my dear, I'd love to. Ice root carrots cold as ice, bunched all up by the bully in white. This is an actual tune, but I don't know what it's about. Shade root carrots, dark as doom, crunched by the bully with a ghostly gloom.
With a ghostly gloom.
Now you make sure you eat your veggies too, just like the Pokemon in the song.
Yeah, Nan.
And like Eevee, which is almost certainly some kind of herbivore. Possibly an omnivore, but definitely not just a carnivore.
All right. Check out our other channel for gaming lore. Link in the description. Thank you to all of our patrons for continuing to make these videos possible. And we will see you in the next episode. In the meantime, this has been True Masters and Morons, signing off.